In this video, we will show you how to replace your ignition coil boot kit on this Honda Civic. This will be attached to your ignition coil. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The process for one is going to be the same as all others. Let's start right along here. We're going to disconnect our electrical connector leading to our ignition coil. To disconnect your electrical connector, we're going to press in on the locking tab here. You can also use a small pocket screwdriver to lift up on the locking tab if necessary. Once you've done that, just go ahead and pop that out of place. A quick inspection for corrosion. Set that aside. Continue on to removing the ignition coil. You'll find that you have one 10mm headed mounting bolt holding it in place. Let's take hold of that ignition coil, give it a little twist, pull it up and away. There it is, friend. Let's get this over to the bench. We've got our ignition coil on the bench. We can start removing the boot. We'll start down at the very tip. Commonly for this, you may have to gently pry it out of place. If that's the case, I'm just going to use a small pocket screwdriver. You can use a pick if necessary. I'm just going to pivot this as necessary, slide it off of there. Just a quick inspection of that boot. Of course, we are replacing it. Now, deep inside this area is where we're going to find our contact spring, so I'm just using an angled pick so we can pull that out of place. We'll give that a quick inspection. You want to pay attention to the orientation. We have this side right here. It's a little bit wider in diameter or a larger diameter than the outboard side. Now we've got our new spring. We're going to put this in the proper orientation so we have the area with the larger diameter facing in towards the coil. Press that in there. I'm just going to use a small screwdriver. We'll push that in there. There we are. Let's pause on the outboard boot. We'll make our way up here for this one. Just going to pry that out of place using a small screwdriver. You can use a pick if necessary. See if we can get that to separate. A close inspection of the ignition coil. Now I'm going to apply a thin amount of lubricant along this area so we can slide that boot into place. This will also help keep moisture and debris out. Now we can slide our boot onto there. We're going to press this in as far as possible, making sure we have a good seal all the way around. We'll use some more of that dielectric lubricant along this port. Continue on with the next boot. Slide it right on there. And now just a tiny bit more. Let's install this in the vehicle. Carefully get that ignition coil down into its port. Start pressing it in. It should not bind in any way. Align your mounting bolt port, start it in, snug it up. The torque for this is 9 foot-pounds. Reconnect your electrical connector. Line it up, press it in, listen for a click, a light tug confirming it's properly secured. Okay friend, we finished our installation. At this point, repeat the process for all others as necessary. After that, go ahead and start up the vehicle. Make sure you have no running condition, no check engine light, and then take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.